Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Aries the Emperor here. I am back with another general reading for all of my Aries angels. If you are new here, welcome. This is an all Aries channel for all of my Aries placements. Cross watchers, you are welcome. Just take in mind, everyone, that this reading may or may not resonate, and that is all right. Do not force the reading, but if it does, join us. Stay for a spell, okay? Thank you to all of you guys who like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you to those of you who share my messages and book personal readings, to those of you who donate and shop the vegan website. I'm so grateful, you guys. Candle orders, I'm scheduled to have them all out before the end of the week. Okay, my goal is by tomorrow. And personal readings, I have corresponded with all of you guys who have purchased readings. So if you have not heard from me, then you need to reach out to me. Okay, but if we have corresponded, then disregard what I just said. And I will be taking a break in the first quarter of January. All right, I will not be taking any personal readings, but I will be uploading general messages. Okay, and the candle sale is on go until Capricorn season, which is in a few days. So go ahead and shop whatever last items you need to shop. Okay, if you need to connect with me, all of my information is in the description box down below, as well as my second channel that I'm excited about revamping. I'm going to upload this evening, so check in the description box down below and subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss an upload, baby, because it's for all 12 signs and it might get just a little crazy over there. Okay, but interesting in a good way. I'd love to have each and every last one of you, especially all of my angels. All right, so let's get into the reading. Let's see what comes out. I feel live today, probably because of the Sagittarius sun and the Aries moon. Like, either you're going to feel like you're on your element, or like you probably kind of losing your shit, right? Because two fire signs, right? And I can only imagine if you're a grand fire trine, I think that's what it's called. You probably are a triple threat in many ways, you know. But this energy, as you know, Aries is assertive with that Mars behind him, and Sagittarius is curious, and not just curious. They're going to act on it. They're going to say what's on their mind, you know, probably before thinking about it. At least the Aries going to think about it, evaluate it for a second, and then let you have it, right? But we have the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Look at this. So much so somebody may be putting their foot or their wand in their mouth, or you may be wanting to put a wand up somebody's ass for what they said to you. But like I mentioned here, the energy is just a little high, so just take it a tad slower, all right? Just think an extra second before you act, think, talk, speak, breathe, baby. It is Mercury retrograde as well here, so things could be at a standstill for some of you guys, or have slowed down for you. And that's with the given territory. So like I mentioned, take your time during this season. You know, it may be a little painful for some of you guys. Maybe you haven't had this feeling in a long time, or maybe this feeling you're feeling, you've never had it at all. And you're just trying to process everything mentally, you know, emotionally, especially. Because Sag is an intellect type of energy, you know, a spiritual one. So some of y'all may be having that type of moment with yourselves at this time here. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of y'all could be in the height of your spiritualism, or just getting into it, you know, or, you know, just educating yourself more, or how you can be a part more of the occult or occult sciences in the community. Some of you guys may be tapping into actually wanting to get into tarot and your platforms. And I feel like there are going to be so many different avenues. Just what's going on in your mind right now is just a prelude to what's to come. And if it, like I mentioned, hasn't been an energy where you feel like you're in your element, just give it some time, and especially just try and think back and sit back with your mindset and what's transpired or happened for you this past year that you want to go better or that you don't want to repeat. I feel like this is where a lot of you guys could be at this time. Yeah, it's Christmas, but ain't nobody hoing over here. You know what I mean? So it's just me trying to say, some of y'all got y'all boss hat on, or some of y'all are thinking about your next move and making it your best move. You're more focused on forward down the line, just the bigger picture, just a little further, because your mind is like a movie anyways, right? If you are Aries, you already think big. You are big. Your personality is big, and it can only do once you get everything grounded in a foundation, a solid one built, most of the time it's up for a lot of you out there when you actually get in your niche and in your path, and you figure that out for yourself here. So don't give up. We got the Hermit, Virgo energy. Don't give up. Even if you got to step back. And like I said, think about it before you act on it, speak on it, tell on it, ride on it, drink on it, smoke on it. Think on it. Is what the Hermit is telling you to do. Even if you got to separate yourself from a few people, from a few things, from a few habits, from a few whatever, for a few days, a few months, or whatever this is for you. There's nothing wrong with that. Really get your mental health in order going forward into 2024, y'all. I promise y'all, at least give it a shot the first 6 months and see what transpires or what changes in your life. But you got to put physical behind that work as well, in order to really see some results here. And I feel like Spirit could be setting you up for a major win. Sagittarius and Virgo energy. Virgo is grounding you. Analyzing. Organizing. That's what happened. I tried to say analyze and organize at the same time. But this is what that energy is. It's cleaning you off, making you help create healthier patterns for yourself. Even though you're going to have a few naysayers on the sideline. And that comes in the eyes of haters. Are you sure you can handle that? Are you sure that's a good idea? Nobody else has done that. Nobody else is succeeding. I've never seen that before. You're going to put that on the market. You think, you got to separate yourself from some of that sometimes. The dreamer is only a dreamer because of certain energies. But you got to put them all together so that it helps you go out there and use your Aries, your Mars energy, and help you put your boots to the ground and make it come to fruition for you. Whether that's a spiritual thing or a physical thing you're trying to create for yourself right now. It's definitely a mental thing because you're thinking about it. It's an idea, and you just are needing a way to bring it out to the forefront. And this could be in the eyes of you wanting to date somebody. Or materialize the ideal man for you, or the ideal divine feminine for you. Moving. It's steps to everything, levels to everything. And I feel like it's, like I said here, right now, some of you are on top of your game, but some of you are not. There's a good with a bad. And just because you're not on your game today, don't mean you won't be out there shooting in the game tomorrow. Okay? 10 of Wands. Leo energy. Don't overload yourself going forward here. I know it's something that a lot of you want really bad. And like I mentioned here, even when you start seeing success start to build up for you, don't take it into overdrive, Focus on the feeling of it, especially here, and the flow of it and how you're handling it. Because the 10 of Wands is the straw that breaks the camel's back. All right. And you end up having to start all the way back over to the 2. And that's finding yourself again and how you lost. But I also feel like this is energy too, you know, of not to say proving somebody wrong, but you really want to make yourself proud. That's how much drive you have at trying to get something done. That's how much physical work you put into something, and you probably don't even realize it. But whatever you're doing, make sure you are taking conscious health breaks. And for all of you all, making necessary lifestyle changes for good health, because that's what the Hermit represents as well. You overdoing something and maybe needing to take a step back. And I'm talking about the Two of Wands, and it's out here at the bottom of the deck is what you don't see. I said don't do too much, because that 10 will start your ass over at that 2 where you're trying to find yourself again, because this has to do with you connecting again with the earth and with spirituality, and you going out there into that big bad world all over again, starting with the 2. And we have another 2 of Swords, Libra energy. Some of y'all could be at crossroads right now. Across the board. Literally. You're tired of fighting these same old fights in this relationship. You're tired of the same old issues at work. You know, you're tired of having to just pick up others' slack. Some of y'all do get a peace of mind when nobody else is around. It's probably the only time you do get your peace of mind. You light your candle, you go take your bath, or you sit in this windowsill, or you just chill on your bed, on your couch. But I feel like you're getting to a point where you're getting a little sick and tired. And somebody may be feeling the wrath of that. Or not just the wrath, but someone may be starting to realize or sense this emotion or these feelings on you, from you. The Star. Aquarius energy. Whatever you need to do this for you. Yes, this is going to start to put you back where you need to be. How you need to think again. How you need to speak. How you need to feel. And I also said, like, this feels really spiritual for somebody as well, like I mentioned here. This could be spirit helping you, trying to guide you, because the star, if you know, stars were the first GPS, the first form, right? Literally. Well, I know like the compass and all that other type of stuff, but stars are as old as time. Okay? And not only that, different zodiac signs are listed up there in those same stars. So I really feel like whatever this is speaking to you through your intuition, or whatever opening you feel like this is preparing for you, whatever you are envisioning to take you forward, and who you're going to cut off and which direction you're going to cut off and decide not to use altogether, you're being guided. It is definitely here. So relax, trust in yourself a little bit more, be a little bit more optimistic. Some of y'all have not been in that energy for a while, and you need to start trying to revisit it. You know, death. Some of y'all have not been the same for a little minute now. Death card. It's either death to that ego, death to that old way of thinking, Death to that relationship, death to that job, death to where I used to live or where you used to go. You're being guided somewhere in a total different direction. This is a transformation. And you in the midst of it. This is you will not be the same after this. Or something hasn't been the same for a long time anyways. This may be the thing that's taking your life to another level, on a lifestyle change. Because death revolves around inheritance as well. This is also occult sciences. You could be a reader of some sort. You don't have to be. You could just be a connoisseur of the tarot community. Ace of Wands. This is Aries energy here with the magic wand. So you're already here. Spirit is trying to move you here, here, here. But you just like a chess game, baby. You got to be ready. You got to meet Spirit halfway so you know what moves you need to move and what moves you don't need to take. Okay. Give me one more. I'm finna end this. High Priestess. Thank you. I'm going to take that as my confirmation. High Priestess, y'all. Stay strong. Is what Spirit is saying. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Be open to receiving. Is what Spirit is saying, is that you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Beware to have to cut some people off and to have to make some executive decisions, because this is the Queen of Swords out here next to the Seven of Swords. Just be ready to have to make some executive decisions, you know, and be in situations that maybe you have never dealt with before, but maybe this is setting you up to be able to deal with that and so much more. Because people want success, but then they forget how much hard work it takes, what you have to miss out on sometimes, you know. And not only that, it changes you and it changes people as well here. So whatever this is that you have going on, you have the ability to create something that others could only dream of doing, being a part of. And like I mentioned, creating for themselves here. It's like you are being given secret instructions on how to jump this ladder, that ladder, this ladder, that ladder, boom, boom. You know, like a complete acrobat, a gymnast, that doing it so gracefully. But behind the scenes, you know, you probably, it's been giving you a hard ass time. Or you haven't had good help, or you haven't had positive people or people to cheer you on. And you've had to deal with all these traumatic experiences that set you back every time you feel like you finna get somewhere. And you've had to go back and figure out how you were going to get through certain situations and if you was going to get through it at all. And you had to think about, you know, what if I lose this tomorrow, or if I lose that? You know, you've had to make decisions on paying this versus paying that type of energy here. So the divine sees everything. I'm going to tell you that. And the divine is trying to put you on a path where, you know, we can't help what happens to us. You know what I'm saying? But all we can do is just try and make sure that we keep ourselves in the type of energy where we keep pushing until we transition. And I hate to say it like that, but I'm trying to say it as in a purposeful. You know, it's hard to take pain and make it into purpose, but I feel like in a way here, Spirit is moving through you and working through you in that way, shape, or form here. You a role model. You somebody that people look up to. You know, you have some type of influence or affluence, maybe in your community, or maybe just the people who do get to sit there or get to watch you or get to be friends with you, or, you know, just be connected to you in general. Give me one more, Spirit. And we're going to end the reading. You're doing better than you think. You're admired. Not to say, you know, that matters, you know, because I feel like you could care less about that. But just know the strides that you are taking, the energy that you are putting in, you're doing amazing. And you are not blindly being led. You are divinely being led. Okay? You may feel like you possibly have been keeping something to yourself as well. Maybe you haven't been sharing with others just how you really feel about a situation or about an individual, or just in general about the moves and the changes that you are planning on making. And that may be for the best. It may be for good, you know. I always say, until you're sure about something and you're ready to go ahead and do it, you know, then maybe let a few people know that you trust, you know. But even then, maybe that might be pushing it. The Devil, Capricorn energy, and the Page of Swords. So this is an energy, I feel like, of fighting. You know, it definitely could be fighting, not just to say good against evil, but it's just like fighting the old you, you know, letting something die off and making amends with it, and that just being that. I feel like it's also, you might have energies that are just waiting for you to go back, to come back, to really see if you're serious this time, if you're gone for real this time, if you're going to do it for real this time, if you're going to accomplish it for real this time. And even if you do, are you going to fuck it up? You know, lifestyle changes are hard. And like I mentioned here, going for something that you've never done before is hard as well. But these are all things that you are put in place here to do. Each devil, you are equipped with the resources and the backup to slay. And people taking notes. They're taking mental notes, and they taking physical notes. Because they're watching from you. You a real star. You know, you learning and creating from the real elements. And this could be people that are older than you, that so-called are wiser than you, that may have more than you. They are learning even more from you about life. It's like you schooling people. They might as well be children, and you're the adult in the room, is what this is giving here. And this could have been something you said to somebody, and you didn't even realize what you were saying was setting off a light bulb in their head. Or this could have been something you said you was going to do, and now you're doing it, or now you're taking the strides to do it. And in that, you know, people see you grow and elevate, and they know that there's ego death to come with that. They know there's a change. They know that they're losing a piece of you. So in turn, you know, it's like something dying for them as well here. But a new star is being born, or has already been created and restructured, and that's you. It's this transformation of you is beautifully being done and handcrafted and chef kissed by the divine here, equipping you to choose a positive over a negative and not succumb to negative decisions. And like I mentioned, overworking yourself, because the devil can also mean greed. It could be extreme materialism, working for the wrong things in life. And that is why somebody from your past, or maybe still in your present, I feel like is secretly I don't know. Now that I look at this, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. Whether this a brother, sister, cousin, uncle, mother, karmic mother, father, somebody I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Somebody wants to be you. Somebody wants to do what you do. But they real quiet about it. But their reasons behind it are money driven. I ain't gonna lie, somebody's working for the devil right now. Top salesman. And be careful what you introduce certain people to. You know what I mean? Because you give off a very authentic, loving energy here, and somebody is just not. I'm going to leave this reading here. Hit that like and subscribe button for more messages from me. I'll catch you guys later. Ciao.